take me to the beginning, like when you was first getting knowledge.
When I first got the knowledge, wow, man, it was something, man. I got sparked with the knowledge and build understanding, and the degree of knowledge understanding. It's funny how I got it, man. I have an older cousin. His name is Lakim, and I used to always run behind him. And we were out here in Newark in Prince Street Projects. He was in the hallway. And this was at a time when we used to write graffiti. He was writing graffiti on the wall. And I'm just acknowledging him, write graffiti on the wall. We had went to visit this other god, this brother named Wasnt Allah. Anyway, my cousin Lamel was writing on the wall. And he had wrote on the wall, "The black man is God, 5%." So I'm standing there, I'm looking at it on the wall. I said, "Excuse me, one." I was like, "What you write that for? 5% of the black man is God." He said, "Because the black man is God." I said, "I'm a black man, that's talking about me." Now I'm at 13. That was real powerful for me to see him write that. It was just, I'm looking at him because I'm intrigued by graffiti. We all wrote graffiti. We in the hip hop. This is like, the hip hop culture is brewing now out here in Jersey. Right. So we into the Levi's, the jeans and everything. And the lessons came by way of brothers coming home from the P-Now system. There wasn't too many true and living gods walking around out here in North, yet the lessons was being passed around from brothers coming home from jail. And this is how my cousin Lamel Bourne came in contact with the lessons. Anyway, the impact that had on me, when I seen him write that on the wall, I said I wanted to know more about that. So he started to teach me from there. From there, we met a brother from Medina by the name of Jamel Allah. And we used to travel, God, myself, Brown C, God, Lamel Born Allah, and my DJ, Black C, by the name of C Just Allah. We would travel all throughout high school, sometimes with $5 in our pocket, God. We would hop the PATH train, travel all the way to Medina just to get 120. This was our passion for the lessons, God. Myself, my cousin Lamel, and my DJ C Justice. There were times where we would go to Medina and when we would meet with Jamel, God, one time we walked from Medina to Manhattan. And Jamel was just building with us, God. And he would stop at a store here and there. He would ask us, "Y'all hungry, God?" We'd say, "Yeah." He would go in the store and the God wouldn't spend no money. He would build with these people, and before you know it, he coming out the store with bananas and orange juice and things of that nature. And we would continue on with our travels, God. So those were my early encounters with the teachings or the lessons per se through a brother named Jamel Allah from Medina. Fast forward from 83 to about, I would say, born out of cipher, born knowledge. I met a god by the name of Prince Lakim Allah. Actually, I knew him because he lived 2 doors away from me, yet I didn't know that he had got sparked with the knowledge of himself. And this was at a time around time I had dropped my second album. During my first album, I hadn't knowledge 120 yet. I was still learning, what have you, and I had met Allah Justice at that time. After my album came out, I met a lot of brothers from the industry. A-Son, I met Allah Justice, the Genius. I met Prince Lakim. They used to roll around with Shabazz and Mel Kwan. When I would run into these brothers in industry parties, they used to be on, God, knowledge 120, this, that, and the other. And one thing you gotta understand is like, when I got the lessons, I wasn't around no true and living gods. I wasn't around no old gods that had just got this from Allah, no firstborns. We was getting this from brothers that had basically got this in the P-Now system. They were spreading the lessons around. And from us visiting Jamel, I started seeing the seriousness in it. Yet at the same time, it wasn't something that I said, this is gonna be my wife. I was still young, still in high school, you know, still learning things about life. Anyway, make a long story short, fast forward to Born Out of Cypher. I connected with a Brown Sea brother named Prince Naquan Allah. And from connecting with Prince Naquan Allah, I eventually met a Black Sea by the name of Born Allah, Knowledge Sea brother, or to my understanding, he's from Medina by way of just sea. And from seeing Born Allah, he was actually the first that I can honestly say that I saw the reality of the true and living God. When we would go visit Born Allah, he had an earth. He was the first God I knew with an earth. And her head was always wrapped every time we went to his home. And Born Allah was the first man that ever really talked to me about my mind. I mean, really sit us down and educate and mentor us the way that the father did a lot of the brothers, God. So I say that to say that
And that was like you said, that was the first older God. Like,
yeah, he was like the first older God that I, you know, connected with and actually start seeing the science of living mathematics through him. Before him, it was just like, all right, we the 5%ers, we the gods. It was brothers all in my age category. We know the lessons. I done seen brothers get beat down for not knowing their lessons, so on and so forth. 5%ers. We the 5% nation. I don't understand that. Yeah, we ascended to being gods. You understand what I'm saying? And I wanted to connect with the true and living God.
If Mecca did this.
Peace. In celebration of each other, we support each other's hustle. Weight Life has sponsored this content. You can get a sweatshirt, t-shirt, or a hoodie at the Common Unity store of a law school in Mecca. Or just simply hit me up. I got the hookup. Peace.